Hey, 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 welcome back. Welcome back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for the collective. Know that energy is fluid, rules could be reversed. Just interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also know on this channel, I like to dive deep within the reading. So I do look at everything, but we take a lot more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play those karmic themes, help you understand why a person's doing what they're doing. So today I wanted to just do a quick message and see what is the message your person's trying to tell you and what you should do about it, if you should do anything at all. Let's see. Let's see where they are right now. We're going to jump right on in and look. And we're going to pull 5 cards. 1, 2, 3. All right, we're just going to pull 5 to just see where they are right now. I'm not going to give it into fear. I know fear is only an illusion. I feel insecure and it's pushing me to grow. Please don't give up on me. I'm trying to change, but it takes time. And I close my eyes and imagine you're here with me. It feels so real. I'm beginning to understand this is what it means to be in the 5D with you. And I've been learning about twin flames. So what I feel is that your person right now, what they're thinking is that this connection is so deep. It's so real. It's overstimulating for them because they've never experienced a twin flame connection. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of chemistry. ESP is through the heart and mind. So even if they try not to think about you, they think about you. And that's the thing. Instead of this person feeling all warm and cozy, it's triggering them. It's triggering their insecurity because they need to do healing. So this is where they are right now. I want to see like what they're going to do, if they're going to do anything at all. Let's see. I'm going to see if they're going to do anything at all. You make me want to be a better person. So again, like this twin flame connection, obviously, like this person is attracted to you and is attracted to you because of your light. But again, like I said, it's not like this person doesn't have feelings. They have feelings, it's just the feelings are very overwhelming to them. Our story isn't over yet. So this person like doesn't really feel like the story is over. However, you know, they did give in to temptation. They did give in to temptation, and because of that, they feel like they ruined everything. So I feel like this person wants to talk to you still, and because they still have sexual fantasies about you. So there's still this attraction. So what we see here is because of their insecurity, they again wound up having a fling with somebody else, and they just feel like this is still like they still have a very strong connection to you. So let's see what they're going to do. They're going to come back to you. How they're going to treat you. So again, that's a lot. I said I wanted a quick little reading, and that person cheated. They feel like you're their twin flame. They cheated. They realize who you are. It's again, they still have sexual fantasies about you, still have connection to you. They feel like they ruined everything because they did. Yeah, because they wanted to control. What do we see? We still see them again. They feel powerless in this connection, and that's fearful. So there's a part of them that wants to be in control of it. And so yeah, they worry. They have a lot of fear about it. And so they know that they need to like to handle this situation with care. They need to again be very mindful of it, because I feel like they are so worried about like what they did. They're really afraid that again that you're gonna end it. They feel like that's it, it's over. You realize that maybe again you're not gonna come back, you're not gonna fix it. I don't even think that this person knows whether or not you know fully what has happened. Like, or how they feel, but they want to come back in because there's a lot of grief. They don't want you to break up with them. They don't want you to again never talk to them again. That's why this person tends to normally be very like be very confident. They're someone that usually is very confident, and they're someone that's very strong-willed normally, but I don't feel like that's the way that they feel right now. That there's a part of this person that is feels very insecure, and but they do want to fix this. They keep saying they want to fix it. I don't know whether they can fix it. That's Yeah, they don't want it to be over. They're like, if they're saying they're gonna come back and they're gonna try one more time, and if it doesn't get fixed, then this is it. Like, it's almost like they want to come back now that they did whatever they did, to see whether or not you're gonna take them back, which I don't know if you're gonna take them back. I mean, they cheated. They cheated. What makes them think that you would take them back? I'm curious. What makes them think that that's even a possibility? Can you tell us that? It's time for me to heal now. So I feel like, again, because they've healed, they're healing because they're so attracted to you. That's answer the question. Like, again, like, it's not saying it, just I feel like you've detached from them, and there's a part of them that doesn't really want the relationship to end. So again, you show up in my dreams. It helps me process buried memories. Not telling us anything except for that. Except for like, this connection has made this person do a lot of healing. It's like inner child healing, and might have even done that with you too. So let's see again. What do they? Can you answer? Like, can you answer us? Like, what else are you gonna do? Are you gonna do anything? I know that you want to fix it because they know that who you are now. Again, you feel like a family. You feel like family. You feel like home. So it's again, and sacred union. This person all of a sudden is like, I know who you are. Yes, I screwed up. Yes, I cheated. Yes, I did that. But that didn't mean anything. I want to come back now because I realize who you are. And they're really afraid that you're not going to take them back. But they know that they need to just try one more time. Just one more time. This is the final time, like, thing that they're going to do, like, to try to like resolve this connection. It's like they don't really have a reason why you would take them back. It's that they don't care whether you would. It's like they need to do that for themselves because they still have a lot of passion. They realize who you are, and that's that, and they just don't want it to end. That's 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 what it keeps saying. It doesn't say anything else, nothing else. And I feel like, again, there's a intuitive, still very intuitive, deep, intense connection, which spiritual connections, that's what they are. So again, but to understand, sometimes spiritual is just past life karmic mate, where you're like, I learned the lesson already. I don't want to be with you. Sometimes that's what it is. It's not even like to be in the relationship. But let's see, like, the person in this story. This is a collective reading. I realize some of you guys are not going to be with this person, but in this story, um, it's, well, on some level, like, when it's good, it's really good. When it's good, it's really good. So it's like, I feel like you guys are torn. And that's what twin flame connections are, because there is a lot of chemistry. There is that. But like I said, this person did what they did. And so there's still a lot of sadness and pain around it. And for some of you, it's like, yeah, there's still a sacred union, and when it's good, it's good. But again, there's just for some of you guys, you're disgusted. And because of, again, you feel like, well, this person left me. They weren't with me. And even though they have regret, they stayed away from you. They stayed away from you because of criticism and because of their pride. So like there's part of you that's like, yeah, so now of course they are obsessed because they can't have me. So I think some of you guys in this story are like, yes, we will always have a connection, but I won't be with you because of what you did. And so that's this person's karma. And I think that they know it. That's the whole thing. They're like, they know it. They're not coming back for you. They're doing it for them because there's a sense that they can't move on, is what I feel like, until they actually do it. So you have to say, well, why do you have to have them come back into your life? Well, closure. It's going to be very healing for you to tell this person no because they cheated on you, you know and there's part of you that's like, well, like, I trust in the universe's plan for me. For others, like I said, some of you guys will say, oh, well, I'm supposed to be New York. Like, so, like, for some of you guys, you'll think, well, like, the universe has a plan for me, so it can't be you. Others, like, again, with the collective, will be like, okay, I'm going to be with you, but I think that this relationship could have been a lot could have been a lot better if, like, could have actually been a good relationship if they didn't cheat. But once they cheated, it's like, some of you guys might decide to take this person back, but it'll never be what it could have been because of that cheating, is what I feel. So let's see, why did you attract this person into your life? You're a mirror of what comes into your life. So even if you're not going to be with the person, the relationship has spiritual significance. There was a reason why you attracted this person into your life, and there were certain things that you needed to heal. So let's see what that is. We always look at the inner child wounds, but we also look to see how you're going to transmute that negative energy. Even if you're not going to have this person into your life, that negative energy that they created pretty much is still there until you actually do something with it. You alchemize the energy. So when you alchemize the energy, you're actually changing the energetic template, which is that emotional template. Okay, so physical touch, obviously growing up in an environment where emotionally you didn't get what you needed, because physical touch is connected to that. Nurtured, not being nurtured. Gifts. So I feel like you always had gifts, however, maybe not developed your gifts. Because if a child doesn't emotionally get what they need, they look for it outside of themselves. So they're going to look to their friends, they're going to look to, like, their toys, to getting new things, to anything. They're not going to be cultivating the gifts that are inside of them. They're not even going to know what they are, especially if a parent isn't nurturing their child and encouraging them and supporting them to help them go after their dreams, their hobbies, their interests. I mean, the passions for life are those things. Prodigies are made as when they're children. If they love painting, they do painting all the time. They become a famous painter. It's, again, a dancer, ballerina dancer. It doesn't get that good. And one day they started as children. Every single person, again, that becomes amazing, usually, again, has started their craft, had a calling in their childhood. And then if they continued to feed that energy by adulthood, they made a very successful business. They made a way where there was no way. And that's where their confidence is. But if you didn't emotionally get that support, and you weren't nurtured, and you weren't, like, really supported, you would be then coming more from a survival standpoint. And again, looking for that happiness outside of you, that fulfillment, that emotional support, that nurturing outside of you, because children aren't really taught, hey, well, you should do that for yourself. Children are just going to want to do it. But then when you do it and you haven't been nurtured and you haven't emotionally gotten that, you're going to always attract people that are takers, because there's a sense of, I need that because I never get that. I'm on the search to look for that. But then what winds up happening is you wind up getting people that don't do it, because the universe says, well, you don't need anything. I give you what you need to heal, and what you need to heal is a person that is actually not going to give that to you, so that you learn how to do it for yourself, to fulfill yourself, to emotionally give yourself that it's an inside job. Your happiness is that, the passion is that, especially if you're not coming from a true sense of self, which if your parent didn't give you enough love, well, then again, you're going to look for that outside of you. You weren't taught to really love yourself. And so, again, you might look for it and then might even think that you're bad, even though you're not bad. It's a perception, just because there was no support. So some people don't consider that abuse, but it is a psychological and emotional abuse. When your parent is angry all the time and they emotionally can't give that support, what happens then is that child becomes very overwhelmed and they don't feel comfortable in themselves. So then now we don't feel comfortable in ourselves. And then on top of it, we're looking for that answer outside of ourselves. So that's why you attracted that person to you. However, you can integrate the spiritual lesson. You need to integrate the spiritual lesson in order to attract, what it is that you want, not the wounds of the past. That's how you can, again, transmute that negative energy. You step into the real energy. You embody the energy that you need to cancel out this energy, which is, again, I need the answer outside of me. I'm getting that emotional support outside of me, which you don't really get that outside of you. Like you said, it's an inside job. So it's the illusion. You see beyond the illusion. And that illusion is that you're not enough. You don't have enough, that there isn't anything that, you have, like a talent, a passion, an interest that really can make a way where there is no way just for you. Spirit says you don't know yourself 100% then, and understand you haven't integrated all facets of yourself. And that person represents that, again, the fragmentation. It's again where actually you're someone that has shown fierce strength. It's again that your actions are what really speaks volumes, because you didn't curse out this person, you didn't do anything, you just disconnected from this person. So Spirit says now it's time to move into the unknown. Open your heart to the new, because again, you don't really know who you are. You don't really know, again, things that are going to stir up your soul to make you happy. There's a whole world out there. If you're attracting this person, Spirit says you're attracting too much of the wounds of the past. Go into the unknown, because you're going to meet new people, situations, experiences. The universe is going to bring you all those things to help you change your mind and your heart about who you are. It's going to help you see who you are today, not, again, still live from those perceptions of the past, and teach you how to be vulnerable. Again, vulnerability because you feel safe, because again, you're looking for that emotional support through connecting to people that have common interests, common passions, because you're interactive in life, not a person that is just, again, represents that passion, or a person that's, they didn't earn that from you yet, is what Spirit's saying. They didn't earn it. And so when you give it away so freely, they didn't appreciate it, because they don't appreciate who they are. And so Spirit says, they were a stepping stone to bring you closer to overcoming your fears. And that fear could be, well, I don't really feel like emotionally I'm ever going to get that, where somebody gives me that support. And Spirit says, you give it to yourself, then you're going to get it. So again, they were just a stepping stone to help you realize that, to help you integrate. In divine timing, everything happens. God says, I know what you want more than you know what you want. Again, be childlike. Find yourself. Have a love affair with yourself. Spirit says you'll find your tribe. You'll find the people that support you. It's again, and then the universe will work through those people and those situations and those experiences to bring you that person. So you have to be in a place of faith. You have to believe. And that's like a walk. And understand, again, you gain deep wisdom from this experience. And again, now it's time to flow with grace. Again, go with the flow of life, and you can do that through the passion for life. And again, just try to release control, surrender, understand the universe has you. You don't need to control anything. Once you transform this and you go out into the world, what you're doing is you're ascending life. You're letting go of who you were to realize who you are. And the spirit says, this person, you just attracted them because they have like that similar energy from the past where emotionally you didn't get, they didn't emotionally give because they can't do it for themselves, not because of you. And spirit says, now go out into the world, fill your own cup up, emotionally get fulfilled, and become yourself in that. When you are emotionally fulfilled, you're going to meet like-minded people. You're going to again attract things that are going to fulfill you even more. And like I said, show you who you are today. And that's really how that energetic template, that emotional template gets erased. And this new one gets like kind of per se downloaded onto your subconscious mind where you're like, you've experienced a lot, you're strong within yourself, and you see that because once you're interactive, you're seeing that happen for yourself. And that's how you change again, how you hold yourself in the world without even realizing it. We don't realize what we give out sometimes just giving time to a person that didn't deserve it. This person didn't deserve it, and here it is, you were like, I was just being nice. But spirit says, yeah, but if you were really fulfilled within your life, you would have had better discernment, been like, this person's not really offering anything, and they're not on my level, and I'm not going to waste any time, is what spirit said. But instead, they were able to trick you for a little bit, which again could have created major trust issues where really spirit says, this is a way to stay safe. This is the way that you're not so close up to the picture that you don't see the detail, that your discernment is sharp, and that again, you're also teaching a person to respect you when they come into your life, to give to you because you're not always available. That's what spirit's saying. So really to let go of who you are is to realize, hey, I'm deserving. I'm a great person. I'm a great catch. It's like, and then live from that level is what spirit's saying. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Um, Let me know how you resonated. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Let's read anything from spirit for me. Things are off lately. I'm actually signing off, but if you'd like a reading, I am available for readings. Thank you again for sharing your energy with me. I got to run. I got to go to the gym. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for sharing your time. Bye-bye.